got the Makeup Forever, I'm looking for my other one, my Makeup Forever Face and Body Liquid Foundation in the color 34. Now this I know is too light for me because I have the color 18. This is a little bit too dark for me. This is I want to talk to you guys about this. This is my last product, so coming down to the end. But this is number 18. This is number 34. These are them side by side. And I am planning on mixing these to get my perfect color. I'll probably use more of the darker one. The darker one is 18. 34, 18. I'll probably use more of 18, like 2 parts this to 1 part this. And I usually just dip my brush in and put it on my face or whatever. And it blends nicely on my face together. But I don't know. This one's just a little bit too dark. It's a little darker than me now, and I am still tan from the summer. I'm gonna swatch both of these for you right now. You have to shake these up. You have to. It's a water-based foundation. Very, very liquidy and runny. So this is number 18, the darker one that I already had. Comes with a pump, which we always appreciate. And this is it, number 18. Let me blend it out. I'm surprised it didn't start running on my hand because it's a really, really runny foundation. But I'm just gonna blend it out. And it's just gonna fade into my skin tone because this really seems to match me very well. When it dries, as most things do on my skin, it dries a little darker. And it's just a little bit dark for me. But anyway, this is it blended out. That's number 18. Let me show you this lighter one, number 34. Shake it up really well. And I'll tell you guys why I tend to mix foundation in a second. Okay, it's number 34. I'm gonna blend that. See, so that's pretty light, you can tell. Blend that out. It's pretty light. It looks just a tiny bit pink against my skin. But I really just need something a little lighter than 18. I think this is pretty much the next shade up. So that looks kind of ashy on my skin, whereas this one totally faded in. I'm gonna do another swatch side by side just so you see the color difference. I'm not really going to blend it out because these are hard to detect once you blend them out because this is a very sheer coverage foundation. But most things require me to wear foundation if I want to look like flawless anyway. So, I mean concealer. I usually have to apply concealer because I have like a lot of little dark marks and stuff. So I'm cool with wearing something that's kind of lighter coverage even though I have lots of blemishes. Just use concealer. So number 34, number 18. So you can tell that's a little bit dark for me, but these end up blending out so sheer that it doesn't look as dark as you would expect it to. And this one might not end up as crazy light as you would expect it to on my skin. But anyway, yeah. I really, really like this foundation, and I was debating whether or not I should get another one to mix with to get it closer to my exact color, because I really just love as exact a match as I can get. I don't like to cover up my skin color. I like to match it and just even it out. So yeah, you can't even really tell anything anymore. I don't know. But something that you need to know about these foundations, this is not a full review of these, but just so you know, in case you like how these looked on camera or whatever, or you're researching these, the one thing I have to say about them is they have a fragrance. Very strong and flowery. It does not last on your face or on your skin like within 15 or 20 minutes. I can't smell it anymore. But it is there, and fragrance, some people think fragrance makes them break out. I usually try to stay away from it myself, but I tend to trust Makeup Forever's products with my skin, so I don't know, but just want to let you know that. These are really nice. I haven't tried 34 on my face yet. I'm not going to try it alone. I'm pretty sure it's too light. I'm going to mix them. And I found this forum that explained to me why I always have to mix foundations, and they described it as like, okay, so I'm about MAC NC45, right? But the thing is that a lot of things in the range of what should match my skin are a little too yellow. I have some yellow in my skin, but they're a little too yellow, or they go orange, or they're just a little bit too light or a little too dark. And it always seems to be, or they turn really red, and it always seems to be something like wrong. And I'm like, what's the problem, you know? And the website described it as there were some girls talking on like Spectra, the Spectra forum or something, and somebody said, you know, the problem is I think I'm like, a color that matches me really, really well, especially in the summer, is the Cuba Tinted Moisturizer by NARS. So I don't know how they described Cuba as far as the undertones on the NARS website, but the problem is that a lot of colors that are the right depth of color, that are like dark enough, are gonna be yellow or orange or whatever, because I'm this color but with like an olive undertone, especially in the summer. In the winter I'm more of a regular like yellow undertone, but when I have my tan, I have an olive undertone. And like the girl said, it's not easy, it ain't easy being green. We have like a little bit of a green, doesn't sound attractive at all, but a little bit of a green tint to our skin, and it's just really hard, I think, to get that right, to find it in one bottle. So like Zoe Saldana, that kind of, it's like an olivey, not quite light skin, not quite dark skin, kind of caramel, but with an olive skin tone. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I have. And I got number 18, and I felt like it was just a little bit off, even though I loved how it looked for the most part. And I read that Zoe Saldana, makeup artist, sometimes uses 34 and 18 mixed on her. And I had 18, so I went and got 34, and I'm gonna see how it works out. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna work, because if I get a color, if I find something I really like, and then I either get the next shade down to match, to mix with, or the next shade up, whatever it is that I need, it ends up being perfect, because I just figure out how much I need to make that perfect color, and I just, you know, do it every time, mix it right on my hand. Especially when there's a pump, it hardly takes any more time than when, you know, you're using one color. And I mean, it does suck to have to plunk down twice as much money at once, but you're using less of each one, so each one is lasting longer. You know what I mean? So it's like you're paying more at once, but over the course of time, you're paying the same amount as if you weren't mixing. Because it's not like you're gonna take, if you need 6 pumps, you're not gonna take 6 pumps of each. If you use 6 pumps on your face, you're gonna take 4 of this, 2 of this, and you'll run out of this, but still have a lot of this or whatever. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's see what NARS Cuba describes me as, because that's like my color. Medium with a neutral balance of pink and yellow undertones. That's how I describe it. So I don't know about pink so much, but NARS Cuba, that's a good color for me. And yeah, it's like they're saying, I'm not all yellow and I'm not all anything. I'm kind of like a mix. So anyway, I really hope that you enjoyed this, and I'll be back with my last 2 items when they get here. Okay guys, bye. Hi guys, I'm back and my next shipment came, so I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. I really do make an effort not to make these videos so long. I just never succeed in my efforts. But I'm working on it, or trying to. And I'm upstairs and feeling much better. It was the first day today. It's Friday. It was the first day where I really kind of felt like myself again, and I'm going back to work Monday. So yeah, good things. I have a couple more items to share with you guys, and I'm upstairs. Luckily I feel better because I had no choice but to record up here where I have all this artificial light because the sun has gone down and I don't have good lighting downstairs. But anyway, I don't have anything on my face except moisturizer because I'm going to show you a foundation. It's actually a powder foundation, and I'm going to get to that in just a second. So let's talk about my samples really quickly. I got Justin Bieber's Girlfriend. Not sure I picked this one, but that's the perfume sample I got. And I definitely didn't pick this Smashbox Camera Ready BB Cream. I've tried this before. I don't really like it. I find it kind of dry. And they gave it to me in the shade Light, which is way, way too light. That's the door. Okay, no more distractions, I hope. Let's move on. I got this Lancôme La Base Pro. It's a primer sample. And I paid 100 points to try these Boscia green tea blotting linens that are just like natural leaf fibers and some green tea. And they're just blotting papers. I got 25 sheets for 100 points from Sephora. And that's it. I'm going to get into the goodies, my 2 items. So the first, Makeup Forever Duo Matte Powder Foundation in shade 214, otherwise known as Dark Beige, I believe. And you guys know I love my NARS powder foundation. I'll link below all the ways that I use that. I think I'll always use that product. But it doesn't match me perfectly when I have my tan. So I get a tan at the start of summer or even late spring, and it sticks around with me like into the new year. January or February, it'll fade. Then late spring, my tan will come back. So I think the NARS powder foundation is more for when I'm not tan. And this is it right here, and this is the shade Tahoe, and as you can see, it's very kind of yellow. This is Makeup Forever Duo Matte in 214. Oops, dropped the little paper thingy. Okay, so this is 214. This is Tahoe. On camera, they kind of look the same, but in person, this one's definitely darker and just more brown as opposed to this one being kind of yellow. So I'm going to try it out right now with the included sponge. I'm going to try not to drop it on the floor like I did earlier, and I had to wash it as soon as I got it. So under here is a sponge. And I'm actually going to apply this to half my face with the sponge, and the other half with the Makeup Forever HD kabuki brush I got in the HD starter kit that Sephora sells. So give me 1 second. And you guys know by now probably that my pet peeve is people leaving their hair down as they apply foundation. So let me put that up and get started. So I think, just to give it a fair chance, the left half of my face, which has more blemishes, I'm going to use the sponge. On the right half, I'm going to use my kabuki brush. Okay, first impression, hello red. Red, red, red. This is going back. It's so red on my skin. Oh my gosh. It's like really, really freaking red and dark. And I think 209, from what I saw online, it's going to be too dark. I saw like, you know, not dark Asians using 209. So I don't think that's going to work for me. I'm sticking to my NARS. I might try Syracuse if my NARS is too yellow. This ain't it. I've been having good results with Makeup Forever's powders. I love their super matte loose powder, and I love their HD for setting under my eyes and stuff. But this is so red that I'm gonna wash it off before I go out to eat tonight. It's red. I don't think it's registering on camera so much. Maybe if I turn that light out, but it's red. Oh my goodness. I am so taking this back. Like, this ain't gonna work. Wow, that's a little disappointing, but you know what? I'm just gonna take back a couple items that didn't work. I'm probably gonna take back that huge Sephora bag thing that I didn't think was that big, and I also tried this earlier, so this is my other thing. I'm sorry guys, I did not expect this. Wow, it's so red. I'm red. I look like I got sunburnt in the mirror. Okay, the last item is the NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in the color, what is this called again? Sex Machine. And it looks like this. It's pink. It's a medium pink. I told you I love medium pinks. But I tried this earlier I actually didn't like it. I think this might be going back too. I'm going to line my lips and fill it in all with this pencil so you can see. The color's pretty, don't get me wrong. It's not horrible, but it's not really showing up well on camera, but in person, it's just not opaque enough. It's so creamy. Like, I tend to stay away from matte things because I have such dry lips. Well, this is supposed to be matte, but it's called the Velvet Matte Lip Pencil. And I guess like NARS was trying to stay away from it being so obnoxiously drying. But my lips feel good, but they still look dry. And it's just not opaque enough. I can see the brown through my top lip still. This is, I don't think this is for me. So I have way too many, you know, pink lip colors for me to try to justify this for the price that it was. So, but the Duo Matte was $38 or $40, and this lip pencil was $24. And honestly, they're both going back. Really bad experience. Wow. And I wouldn't have had any idea. I mean, I did pick this color out online from like looking at videos and stuff and reading forums to try to match myself, but this looks totally innocent in the pan. I'm gonna, you know, I swatch it. It just doesn't look like anything's gonna be wrong with it. It even shows up just kind of light and yellowy on my hand, but man, it is so red. I just can't do it, guys. I'm gonna go wash my face. But that's my haul. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you got some good ideas. Please don't be discouraged by the way that this video ended. I did get some really good stuff. I tried out the Beauty Blender in between shooting the last part and shooting today, and I liked it. I tried it out with the Makeup Forever Face and Body, the darker color that I showed you, and today I'm gonna try mixing them. So I'll probably record that soon if it goes well and show you guys how I do that. But anyway, I hope that you guys found this helpful, and you know, you might like this lip color, you might like the Duo Matte, but on me it came up very, very red. Things tend to you know, turn crazy colors on me, so I probably will never buy a foundation again without trying it first. But I took a chance, and it's not the only thing I have to return, so I guess it's okay. Alright guys, well, thank you so much for watching, and until next time. Bye.